Hey, welcome back to Money, Miracles, and Magic. So, if you have been following along with our money prompts, all right, to help us step into more of who we are as prosperous and abundant beings in all things money, then you know that we are talking about identity. We can do all the rituals that we want for money, we can do spells for money. But it all comes down to our identity and what we truly believe that we deserve when it comes to money. All right, so these questions, these prompts, it's just not simply us asking ourselves the questions and then moving on. No, this is about reflection and really being honest with ourselves about what we feel that we deserve, how much money we feel we deserve coming into our lives, and also how we believe that we can have that money coming through our lives. Okay, so let's get started with today's prompts. Now, there are three questions here that I'm going to read to you that I want you to consider. So, we're going to start with the first thing. Do you feel that you deserve to embrace what you desire? So, what that question is really asking is, do you really feel that you deserve to ask for what you want? Because for a lot of us, the truth is that we don't have more money coming to our lives because we have not asked for it. We have not gone internally and just really said and been honest with ourselves and said, you know what? I want to know what it feels like to bring in $10,000 a day. Not in a hard way, but in ways that are passionate, that I am passionate about, in ways that I enjoy, in ways that feel liberating. And I'm just throwing that number out there. It could be any number that you choose. But many of us have not allowed ourselves, not given ourselves the permission to even put an amount on the amount of money. We haven't put a number to the amount of money that we would enjoy seeing coming into our lives on a daily basis. So I'm going to read that question again. Do you feel that you deserve to embrace and acknowledge and be honest about what you deserve? All right, so that's question one. Next question is this. In what ways can you start to embrace what you truly desire? What does that mean? In what ways can you start to embrace what you truly desire? Well, one way is this: watching this video and really taking the time to answer. First, ask yourself these questions and to answer them. This doesn't take long. You could use 5 minutes of your day to go through these questions. This is not a heady overanalyzation process at all. And if you feel yourself doing that, here's a side note. If you feel yourself doing that, then I want you to stop, come back to it at a later time. That's not what this is about. These questions are allowing you to go internally, to be honest about what comes up, and just let your conscious free flow. Just let your thoughts free flow. There's information in a free flow of thought. All right. So you're doing yourself a favor by doing this. All right. So in what ways can you start to embrace what you truly desire? Again, it's writing, like we're doing with these questions, asking yourself the questions, going to physically look at what you desire. So for example, since this channel is all about money, let's say that part of your money experience involves you traveling whenever you want. Perfect example. I was getting my nails done the other day. And I was listening to another woman in the salon getting her nails done. And she just started to talk about all these trips that she had coming up. You know, she wasn't bragging or anything. She was just sharing, this is with her nail tech. This is where I'm going. I'm going here. I'm spending 2 weeks here. Then I'm going to leave this place and go spend 3 weeks there. And then she said, you know, I have nothing but time. And a lot of us want to experience and have that type of freedom. We want our lives to be full of that type of freedom. So, for example, if you want part of your money experience to include travel experiences, part of you embracing that desire is to plan out an entire trip. Plan out the trip. Plan out the trip as if you have an ATM in your living room. Plan out the trip. That is an example of how you can start to embrace what you truly desire. All right. So the next question is this. And this one is not really a question. This is an exercise that you can give to yourself. And what's coming to my mind, I didn't even think about this before, but what you can do is every single day, like maybe if you have a mason jar that you can use, or maybe even a small box that you can use every single day, write a desire on a piece of paper, put it in the mason jar or put it in the box. And maybe start off your day like that. Get up with a desire. Get up saying exactly what you want to happen. Forget about your external environment. What do you want to see happen? What do you want to experience? Something joyful, of course. What do you want to experience for that day? Put it in the box. At the end of the day, come back to it, reach into the box, read what you wrote. Did you experience it? Why or why not? Maybe instead of coming back at the end of the day, maybe you can, at the end of, say, 7 days, you can read those strips of paper. You can read what you wrote as far as what you desire. And you can say, I felt and experienced this. I want more of this. Maybe perhaps you'll pull out a piece of paper, something that you wrote down that you desire, that maybe you felt you didn't experience. And then you can consider, okay, in what ways can I experience this? How can, and in the things that you did experience, then you'd simply say to the universe, yourself, you are the universe, okay? You can say, well, how can I experience more of this? More of this, all right? So, do this exercise. Make a list of what you desire to experience for yourself right now. It is very important that you make a list of those desires, the things that you want to experience now, because all you have is now. We're not talking about 2 weeks after this happens, 2 weeks after you get more money, 3 weeks after you do this, 3 weeks after. No. We're talking about now, because all you have is your now, your right now time. So make a list of what you want to experience for yourself now. Also in that list, include how you desire to feel. So yes, you can, earlier I gave you the example of vacations and travel. So yes, you can make a list of you desiring to go to experience a vacation on this resort or that island or up in the mountains, wherever. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. But don't forget to include how you want to feel every day. Do you want to feel lighter in your mind? Do you want to feel lighter in your soul? Do you want to feel more joy? Do you want to feel more love? Do you want to feel more confident? Don't forget to include that. All right. So consider those three questions, two questions and one exercise. All right. Put into the comments. I want your feedback. Let me know how this is elevating you and your money experience and your money identity, your abundance identity of money, your rich identity that is the truth of you. Okay, you are an abundant being who knows no lack. All right, any lack is an illusion because that is not the truth of you. We could get into your anatomy and how we are made on the inside of us. There is no lack anywhere. So let me know what your takeaways are in the comments and stay tuned for the next episode of Money, Miracles, and Magic.